Yeah, welcome to another episode of The Truth from the Booth. I am DJ Prophet, and today's very special guest is a new friend of mine, not somebody I've known for a very long time like a lot of my other guests. This guy is fresh on the platter. He is a DJ, he is a producer, he is a house music scene young legend. He is DJ House Zaddy, aka Illist Rich, aka DJ Orgasm. We're going all the way back to the OG days. Welcome to The Truth from the Booth. House Zaddy, how you doing?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing awesome. That was a great, wow. I wasn't expecting that one. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's
welcome to The Truth, man, from the Booth. Glad to have you on. We were introduced not long ago at Sunil's 50th birthday party at Made From Scratch Pizza through our mutual friend and big supporter of the show, of not only me, but also a big supporter of you as well. Larry, thank you for the introduction. I know he's checking this show out on his drive, his hour drive to work. He lets me know, gives me tips and insight and feedback on the podcast all the time. So shout out to my dude, Larry, for putting us together. Thank you. But thank you for coming on the show, man. I know you're a busy guy, family man, music producer, touring, busy, working, booked DJ, and talent booker. The time is crucial and valuable, so I appreciate yours, spending yours with us right now. I want to take us back to the beginning of DJ Orgasm as a DJ. Believe you're open format or a hip hop DJ.
Yeah.
Did you start in the house music? Did you house party scene, underground parties? Where did it begin for you?
Originally, the love of music started obviously in the 90s. I was real big in the rave scene, like just being active and going to them in the 90s. The underground house scene, like the rebel scene back in the 90s. So music was just there. Music, I've always loved the electro side of music, the disco side of music, Motown, especially in Motown. I grew up on Motown. I really didn't really get my name out until like mid 2000s, like 2008. I would say 2008. I got the opportunity to play in West Hollywood for a lesbian club. My good friend and like my sister now, DJ Starlet.
Yeah, they go off.
Oh, bro.
Those gay clubs are the most fun clubs.
Yeah, bro.
I swear to God, it's like the energy and the just love. It's just so fun. I've been to a few of my friends. I am not ashamed to admit it. It is fucking fun. And if guys, you need a self-esteem boost, take your straight ass to a gay club.
Yeah. No, on good honesty, like it always been comfortable with myself and, and who I am as a person. So I got the opportunity and she asked me, she's like, so what's your DJ name? And I was like, DJ Orgasm. And her eyes just like, what? And so it's not what you really at that time. And to this day, it's not what it means. Like, it's not when you say orgasm, it's not like a sexual. I didn't chose that name for sexual reasons. If you read it in the dictionary, in the Webster dictionary, it's to release endorphins. So when you're on the dance floor, you release these and your energy boosts up and you become so happy in the moment and you're living in the moment. So you're climaxing with inside of you. So that's why the purpose of the name was DJ Orgasm. And then I had a slogan was show me your O face. And so it was a big deal. It was a really big deal for me. And I created that, I think around 2014, 2013. I entered a Red Bull and Damon Buster's competition. Yep. And I became third finalist. I was third finalist in it. And the representatives of Red Bull and Damon Busters came up to me and they said, hey, we love what you do. We love your energy. We love everything about you. But can you change your name? And at the time, I'm still young. I think, I was in my mid 20s, late 20s. And I was like, no, like, that's my name. I'm not changing it. Like, that's my reputation. And they're like, well, we can't let you move forward. And at that time, I didn't really understand why. I was just, I was bitter. I was mad. So I left and it took me a while. And then I really comprehended it when I got home and sat down. And I was like, why? What's wrong with that? And then, being a father and just having a daughter and then at that time having my daughter, then it clicked. It's like, oh, How
Yeah.
can how can they market that to a 13-year-old or even a 17-year-old boy or girl that's going to high school, and you can't market that. There's just no way, and I understood that.
Well, I love the I love the name because yeah, in the 90s it was kind of a thing. You wanted shock value,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
wanted something that meant something deep, and I love that the metaphor you use too, because I've always said like a good DJ set is like a good sexual session,
right. It's a journey.
foreplay. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
journey, and you get to the climax, and that was
yeah,
and so
yeah, yeah, exactly.
yeah, so it makes sense to me, but it also makes sense on the Red Bull tip, on the corporate tip, like how can we put this
Yeah,
in print and not get questions asked or kickback or feed or controversy.
yeah, yeah.
So decided to change the name and rebranding
Yes, and that
to
was
Illist
hard.
Rich, which I know that
Yes,
you got your wife gave you that,
yes,
right?
yeah, yes,
Yes, she
yeah.
inspired that. That's awesome.
She inspired that to collab my real name, so my real name could be marketable, and then just the style that I have and just like fashion and like music, and as DJs, we listen to
Yeah,
everything,
and we
and
want to be the illest. We're the illest.
yes, she was like, just illest, like you're the illest, and I ran with it, and it took me a minute because I was still hooked on my previous name, and I was just like, I don't know, I can't do it. Like I got to rebrand myself, I got to do this, I got to do that. Like marketing's all different now, and obviously social media started building up more and more by this time, and so it kind of helped me to transfer over. Social media kind of helped me because like I think Facebook was just starting up. MySpace was just ending, so all these other different social media. So it helped. It really did.
Yeah,
And
sped up the process of getting the word out,
yes,
because before that
yes,
we were all flyers and fucking posters
yes, yes,
and text messages and email blasts and two-way pagers,
yeah, right. Yep, yep.
Skynet
So
two-way pagers.
wow,
Yeah,
man,
I was there, bro. I was there.
yeah. I think I have my
Yeah, so
pictures
that
still
helped. Okay.
too.
Yeah, me too. Dude, I got a treasure chest of a time capsule
Yes,
you wouldn't believe. I'll take you right back to 1993 right now.
right. Oh my
I never
gosh,
left. I
bro.
never
Yeah,
left.
yeah, exactly. Man.
So we made the move to Illis Rich.
Yes,
Had the marketing, and you said you had the plan, you had the execution of creating a name. So you've done it again. You've done it once. You can do it again. You have the upgrade of social media now that can spread the word faster than anything in the universe. So it kind of gaslit your
yes.
180 into this new name. Now, did you continue to keep the same style of DJing, or did you open up your format? Did you switch up during that transition?
I opened it up a little bit more. The format, I mean, starting off with Orgasm was more of like, I was doing like more like kind of everything. Well, let me take that back. When I started with Orgasm and I started in West Hollywood, I was playing in West Hollywood for like 5 years straight. And I was doing all the gay lesbian clubs out there and on Sunset. And I was known for my K-Rock. And I was the only DJ was still walking in with vinyl. And so I was
Yeah.
playing all like 80s K-Rock, dark wave, and I was walking in with my bag or my flight case. And so that's what Orgasm was kind of built off of just that era of dark wave and these K-Rock. And so when I transferred over to Illist Rich, I kind of got a little more doors open for me. When I was playing in Hollywood, a promoter reached out to me, J1 DJ Passion. He reached out to me. He was doing a night in the IE and kind of just fell from there. And I started kind of playing a lot more in the Inland Empire. And that's when the electro scene had hit really hard. So it was like real all heavy electro and dark electro. And that's when like Aoki was just starting.
Yeah, Banana Split
Yes.
Yeah.
AM was
They were
doing
diving into it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I started diving into that. So Illist Rich was kind of doing a lot of the electro scene. And then doors were just opening. I was doing the open format thing. I'm a b-boy by heart. So I would play hip hop, but when you're at the club, it was this electro scene. So I was just like, all right, I'm diving into this. And, being from the 90s and going to raves, that was like, dude, I feel at home.
Yeah, and the energy is just different, man. It's not
It's way different.
It's not screw face, it's happy face. I've had this struggle lately of seeing just the energy difference. Like during the pandemic, I really had this revelation that when we open back up, house music is going to have this resurgence of freedom and dancing and people connecting. And lo and behold, I see it happening. And the hip hop has not had anything new worth anything to create that same type of vibration and frequency. And it's really fallen off as far as the club scene. I mean, all the club DJs now that play open front are playing 2010 music, you know?
Yes. Yeah. So, I mean, as we all know, as artists, DJs, and club goers, hip hop scene was banging mid 2000s. Like that was it. 2000, mid 2000, like that was the time to go clubbing. Like really, like guys dancing with girls, you know,
right?
Girls
dressed nice,
like yeah, like you were going out to impress. Like you didn't care. Nobody cared how many tables or bottles you were popping. Like it was about going and having a good time with friends and meeting friends. And all that, sadly to say, and in the years I've been doing this, you don't see that in the hip hop scene no more. And that's really like, you know, it's kind of disappointing because, you know, whether it's house, whether it's hip hop, whether it's country, whether, you know, it's 80s, we all want to go out and have a good time. And the DJ is the platform for that, to bring that. And if the music is not being made like that, unfortunately, the hip hop DJ can't do too much. Like he has to recircle back to like the classics. And this young generation, they're like, really? I'm not with my parents, or, you know,
right,
like, do you have to play that? Yes. So it's kind of sad to see. And, you know, the housing, yes, it is growing crazy. It is skyrocketing, but it's not like what it used to be either. You know, unfortunately, the festivals now, you know, you see people being violent, or, you know, you see people not caring, and that's not what it was about back in the days. And I know we can't rewind and go back there, but we can act accordingly like human beings and still respect each other. And, you know,
right, off of the peace, unity, love, you know, it's a united front rather than, people are just like when anything becomes too popular, the outsiders come in and give it a bad taste, you know, give it a bad look and get publicity for being, you know, not what it is. And
right. Yeah.
It's just, you know, part of the game. Once it gets popular, you know, a lot of posers come in and want to and try to come in and mess things up. But, you know,
it's the Jones. That's what they call it. It's going with the Jones. Whatever is happening, everybody wants to be part of it, but they forget the roots of it, of how it started and how it was built and why it was built. And, you know, I'm not saying not to go to them, but if you are, and it doesn't matter what it is, what festival or what concert going it is, you know, because I've been to like indie festivals, and there's always someone that's a bad apple and they ruin it, you know, and that's not what it's about. That's not what music's about in general. Music's about bringing people together. It's like a dinner, you know. When you have dinner with your family, and it's a gathering of, it's talking, how's things going with life, and that's what music is for. And music is the exact same thing. That's why, you know, we as artists and DJs are up there on that platform to bring everyone together and to have everyone connect, whether you know them or you don't know them. You know, those are memories to be made.
For sure. And I think that the music is what connects us, because the music tells a story that we've all lived. The details may be different, but the emotion in the music we've all felt. And that's where the connection happens. I think that's the great thing about, you know, what you do and the house music scene in general, is that it really brings that out of people. And that's what's attractive to it for me. I mean, I have a better time at one of those parties meeting new people and having great conversations than going to a hip hop night and nodding and staring around at people.
And don't get me wrong, man. I love me a good hip hop night. Like,
I mean, I'm saying new hip hop, like
because I'm a
70
dancer
beats per minute. No hip hop. Give me a 90s, 2000s, 80s night. I'm acting 17 again. That's old guy shit, you know. But
bro, I'll be right next to me. You'll see me right there trying to make a circle to try to battle something. I'm like, yes.
I love that, and that used to be the scene when I was first moved to Hollywood. It was all about the dancers. The dancers would show up to the club early so they could beat the cover charge, and they set the vibe. They come in there, they cipher up, and they perform all the B-boys and B-girls, and then the touring choreographers and dancers would come to the club early and throw down. Black Eyed Peas used to come throw down. You know, it was.
Bro. It was exactly what you
it was
just said, man. It was like even when I was mid 2000s still DJing, like me and my boys, we would meet up somewhere, then we go to the club, and like it was like being a local rock star celebrity.
celebrity. Yeah.
Like people knew like, oh, these cats are right here. They're gonna mess up the dance floor. Like
They're about to throw down. Watch this. It felt like a Venice dance show, but a Hollywood one, because these are all real. Like, because the best of the best. Everyone comes to Hollywood to do their damn thing. So this is like an audition.
Yeah.
It was basically so you think you could dance before you think you could dance. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was great, man. I go through like I have pictures still, and I look and I'm like, man, I wish it was still like this. Like this generation has no idea how fun it was, and it still could be that way if they let it. It's sadly to say, it's about how many bottles you could pop, or how many girls you could get to your booth, which is cool. Like everybody wants a girl around them, but I mean, if you're not really enjoying and living the moment without your phone, just if you could put your phone down just for 2 minutes and absorb everything that's going around you, it will change everything on a clubbing or just festival wise.
I think we're getting back to that. Everything comes in cycles, and we're on the rotation of the bubble about to pop. I mean, people are so disconnected. Like, how much more disconnected can we get?
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane. But we're all united on the social media, but nobody knows nothing about anything that's real. And right. I just read an article. I just posted an article actually too, that in real life is about to make a major comeback. People are going to be putting the phones down. They're going to go back to, the kids are going back to non-smartphones, flip phones that doesn't have social media on it. The physical media is coming back. Vinyl records never left. They're at top sales. Yeah, no. Kids are buying CDs again. Tapes are hot again. Books are cool,
Yeah, right, dude.
Yeah. It's like we're getting to a technological apocalypse, to where the technology has gotten so crazy. The AI videos, you don't even know what's real and what's not anymore. I'm seeing basketball players punch each other on the court. It looks fucking real as fuck, but it's not.
Bro. Dude, there's moments where I'm like, yeah, I'm on my phone way too much now. Like if I'm thinking this shit is real, like
well, you have to take a double look, or I have to research. Yeah. I saw a news anchor, a news anchor talking about, they're disclosing that there's these 5 breeds of aliens that have been existing on Earth for all time. We're now letting the cat out the bag. And I'm looking on Google, like, is this real? Like, is this AI? Like, trying to do my research to see if it's fake or not.
Yeah.
But it's like War of the Worlds. They can put anything out and create hysteria with anything you can imagine with a prompt on AI. So I'm just waiting for Sarah Connor to call me.
There you go. You and me both.
The resistance will not be live streamed.
Yeah. Oh shit. That was awesome. That was on point.
So we've gotten to Illist Rich, okay? Yeah. Open up a lot of doors. And now we have rebranded again as another alter ego. You are just you are a transformer.
Yeah.
You are you know how to move around in different spaces, rebrand, marketing. Obviously, that's a business sense. It's a dedication and a strong belief in yourself. Yes. House Zaddy. Now that was what brought that about. Did you have a psychedelic experience and have a revelation? Did you have a meditation that told you, an inner voice that told you, let's take it to the next level and go strictly all house music? What happened?
Yeah, that's I didn't have a spiritual awakening. I wanted to go back. I know, like, there's going to be people who are watching this. They're going to be like, damn, this dude just doesn't know what he wants, or he's changing his name way too much. I get that part, and I'll respect that opinion. I'm still Illist Rich. I still do showcasing as Illist Rich for my open format. I do certain bookings internationally as Illist Rich. House Zaddy, I wanted to go back to my 90 roots and go back into the house scene, the rave scene. And I tried it with Illist Rich. The name didn't flow on festival flyers. It didn't flow right. Either people thought I was playing hip hop, or people thought I was playing some dubstep, or like, techno hardcore or something like that. It wasn't matching. So obviously I've always been a house head. So that was just off the top. And I work in the adult industry and I don't like to be called daddy because I have a daughter. So my wife and like the girls in the industry, they just called me Zaddy. And I was just like, oh, fuck, dude. Like, let's run it. Let's how Zaddy it is. I'm an old cat. I don't need to impress nobody. Fucking, I'm a Zaddy, you know? And
You
so
are. You are a Zad. You're the Zaddy of the Zaddies.
I just
It takes one
it
to know
started
one.
right. There you go. That's it, brother. If you're a Zaddy out there, you know that.
Except my kids call me Papi, so I'll be Zappy.
Zombie. No, Poppy's cool. I like see, I would have ran with Poppy or I would have ran with like a Spanish thing, bro. But you know, I was already being called Zaddy, so it kind of just worked out for me. Right.
Yeah, and you're native.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Yes.
So I I went, and this was a more challenging to market this name and to have people recognize me because everyone already knew who I was. Uh,
Yeah.
and so, but the newer cats did not have no idea who the fuck I was. So I would reach out, no, don't know who you are. No, don't know who you are. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll go to open decks. So I'm doing like 15-minute sets, 30-minute sets. And I'm like, is this worth it? Do I really want to go back into this scene? You know, my kids, my wife, they're like, just do it. Like, this is where your heart is. You're a house head. So just keep pushing, keep pushing. A lot of it's the support system too. If you have a good support system, obviously you're going to keep going for it. Right. So I kept on going, and I was just fucking nobody's like, I don't know who you are, dude. I don't know who you are. Like, I can't put you on. Oh, that's cool. No problem. You know, still being my humble self, still saying thank you and, you know, walking around pride, you know, rather it was a 30-minute set or a 15-minute set, I still put my head up high and I put in like I was playing for 10,000 people. Rather I was playing
Yeah.
for two people. I put in like I was playing for 10,000, right? And so one day I just got the brightest idea. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw a party and I'm going to book all the DJs that don't get the opportunity to play or always get told, no, we don't know who you are. Those are the DJs I'm going to book. And so I just started that, bro. And I was booking DJs and they would hit me up. Yeah, man, I've never played in front of an audience. I was like, it's cool. Come in open for me. And they're like, seriously? Like 30 minutes? I was like, no, you're playing for an hour and a half. Like, if this is what something you want to do, the open DJ is the most important DJ on the whole lineup because you create an energy, you create an atmosphere for people to stay and want to call their friends to come to where you're at and where the music's at. And I've, you know, not to say like I've given a grand total of DJs the best opportunity, but I opened the door for the DJs that weren't getting no, I don't know who you are, you know, and
Yeah.
to this day I
That's a
still do
beautiful.
it.
Yeah, and that's an amazing uh thing. I love that. You know, this people did it for me. DJs did it for me, and I always hold those DJs, name in high regard. I've had a few of them on the show, the ones that gave me opportunities, and
Right.
then paying it forward. I did it myself as a booker at the Falls for a long time. A lot of DJs that weren't getting the shine, underground blue collar DJs, they call them, guys that just bounce around, don't really have a home, gave them
Right.
opportunities for residencies and let them build their name. And now they're doing their own parties off of that. And nothing feels better than that, seeing them flourish in the industry and create off of an opportunity. And that's what keeps the standards high in the industry and the quality of DJs, because they have to actually earn their keep through DJs that are maybe more experienced than them or more skilled than them, coming up under the right lineage. I feel like right now there's a gap because there's a lot of new DJs with no mentors and
Right.
just learning off of YouTube or just hitting all the technological buttons to make it awesome without
It's
trying.
a lot of echo affecting. Like
Whatever it fucking takes.
Don't get me wrong. Like I get it, you know, because they want to be part of this membership, you know, members only type of club. You know, even when I was young, like my first DJ that I saw was DJ Theo, an LA legendary underground rave
Yeah.
DJ. It was him, DJ Dan, rest in peace. You know, it was Ron Decor, the West Coast hardcore king. I saw those DJs and I was just like in awe about it. Like I was just so in awe, and I was like, man, that's like rock star stuff. Like that's where I want to be. You know, I kept on pursuing music, and you know, I had, you know, obviously everyone has bumps in life, and I had my bumps, and but I've always still connected with music. Music really saved my life. Besides my family, I wouldn't be where I'm at today if I didn't push as hard as I wanted in music. And there's still major steps I want to be at. People may say like, dude, you're there, like you made it, you traveled the world, you're producing and you're doing this. And yeah, but there's more, there's a lot, there's always more, and as long as I'm a big, strong believer of being yourself. There's no need to impress nobody. Not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to agree what you do. Not everybody's going to like your DJ name. I've been like Orgasm. I had DJs laugh at me. That's a stupid name. Cool. That's just motivation. House Zaddy, I honestly, I haven't got no negative feedback off of that. Usually I give people like, dude, that's a dope name. Or
what can you say? It's sexy. If it makes you feel a certain type of way, you might be a little insecure. I like it. I mean, yeah. But I'm secure,
Yeah, right. And I have, and House Zaddy's more of like I love tech house. I love all house. I love all music in general, right? But House Zaddy is more like the sexy house, and like the more like I want that sexy vibe, not too. I stay between like 120. The highest is 127, and that's my range. It's sexy, dude. Like, I want people to feel great about themselves when they're on the dance floor. You don't need to know how to dance. Just feel the moment, feel the energy that's going towards you.
Right. Just find a noise and find a noise that you like in the song and move to that.
Yes.
And you do play. I have listened to a lot of your stuff, and it is sexy. It does. It's got like a tribal, like
I tried to take it on a journey,
going on. Yeah, it's like a tribal journey. Like it feels like a really good ayahuasca trip. I haven't taken ayahuasca, but it feels like I want to. But if I did, it feels like you'd be a good musical shaman, a sound shaman.
Thank you, brother.
I did see a video of you though, dressed up as an Aztec warrior, which was sick as fuck. That looked like a WrestleMania entrance performance, like a boxing championship coming down to the ring in the full on gear. Like, talk to me about that event and that experience. That looked amazing.
So actually, I'll show you the mask. It's in front of me right now, so the audience can see it.
Is it your, like, it's got to be, is you keep it? Like, fuck.
Yeah, it's mine. It's mine. So,
okay.
So before I bring it out, I'll get to it. So I think it was like 2020, maybe. I went on tour in Mexico, and it was like for a Halloween touring. And I told my wife, I was like, hey, I want to dress up like an Aztec god. And she's really good with makeup. And she's like, all right, just show me a picture, give me some ideas. So like we like super budgeted the whole costume, went to the Dollar Tree, bought like feathers and bought like a skull and glittered it out, and like super dope, right? And she painted. It took her for like 3 hours, 4 hours just to do my makeup, then to do hers so she could match with me. So that's how it kind of started. Then I came back from that trip, and I told my friend that's an independent filmmaker, James, DJ 45. I asked him, and I was like, hey, bro, I was like, I'm doing this festival here in Norco, California, and I want to dress up when I play, and I want to be an Aztec god. I want to be Talut, the rain god of life and fertility. He's all, dude, give me 2 weeks. He's all, I fucking got you. And I was like, perfect, dude. And he's a great, like, his artiste is just so underrated. It's unbelievable. Like, his talent is fucking amazing, like just amazing. So he calls me up and he's like, I'm done. He's all, I'm not even gonna send you pictures, just come and get it. I was like, all right, so let me go grab it for you.
Yeah.
So this is the mask itself. So it has all the feathers. So all the details, they're all the feathers are blessed. You have Aztec symbols. The jaw actually moves when my mouth moves. It opens and closes. Everything's all. So the god of Talut, the god of rain and fertility, he's covered in obviously in blue because he's so blue stones. The eyes are crying because they're raindrops for the earth. Yeah. So you could grow food, so people could live. So that's Talut, the god of Talut. And this is, so when I'm in Mexico, when I go to Houston, actually in July, I'll be in Houston and I perform like this. And it's a full costume though. Ill. It's just like a full costume. So yeah.
I hope you charge extra for that.
I feel
Those sets cost extra.
they're a little longer sets. So those sets are a food journey. Like that's a food journey.
And you go as House Zaddy as dressed in that.
Yes. So now from here, there's certain events I'll showcase as Illist Rich because those people have been booking me as Illist Rich. So in October, I'm playing as Illist Rich. I'm going to Canada and Boston, and that's kind of like the.
Are you doing your own bookings? Or you have a management company?
No, I do my own bookings.
You're an animal.
I do. I do my own bookings. I try to manage. I tried one. I never tried a management company. I've tried a manager and it just didn't work out. They kind of did me dirty. And it kind of sucks because when I book with people, I build a relationship. It's just not like, hey, book me and I'm out of here. You know, I keep in contact, you know, I send them postcards, you know, or, you know, whatever it may be, or a text like, hey, how are you guys doing? You know, it's a friendship. It becomes a friendship afterwards. So yeah, with that, I dressed up. I'm trying to do it more out here in California to get booked like that, just to kind of show my culture as being native and taking people on a musical journey, something different. Not trying to be like Dead Mouse. I'm not trying to be like Marshmallow, or I think his name's Mr. Pickle.
Yeah.
Not trying to be like that. That's not the reason why I did it. That's not even close. I just wanted to bring my culture.
No, this is authentic.
This journey of music, and to show people like, wow, like, you know, anyone could do it. You could be anything you want to be. It's just, it's you that's stopping you from your dreams.
1000%. I love that. You are authentic in it. You're not hiding your identity. You're actually bringing out your true identity with, I think, your ancestral identity through putting on the Aztec warrior god display. I think that's sick as hell. I would, if I were a booker, I'm booking that. I'm booking that fucking show.
I stay in full character the whole time. And the time it goes on to the time it comes off, bro, I stay in full character, dude. I don't talk. I don't have them next to me, but I have like rattlers. So I walk around. So I have the whole thing, bro. Yes. I have the water beads.
You're a method actor.
Yeah. Like if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, bro. I'm just not going to put it on, go on stage. Like before I go on stage, I walk around. So people don't even know I'm going to be DJing. Like I'll walk around with the crowd and I'll just like mingle. And then when I go on stage, people are just like, it's like a shock. Like, wait, I just took a picture with that. Wait, what? Who is that?
Yeah.
And that's
sick.
where I want. And that's where the marketing comes in. Like, what just happened? Like,
I love that. That's me on Halloween.
Bro.
Roman, I do these cruises. I'm like roaming the boat, just like conversating with people, freaking them out with my whatever I am that year. Then go making an impact on them when you jump out. That's the best because you made a connection you made a connection, and then to take them up there. Now you're gonna guide them, so they already trust you.
Yes,
and that's what you know is in a way.
Yes,
that's amazing.
Oh yeah, cruises, bro. I love doing cruises. Those are the funnest ones to play on, dude. I love doing those.
Turn the fuck up. Something about the water, man. Something about the water sets people free.
Yeah.
You know, set up a boat. You do the cruises. You do the did you do the Deep House cruise with Scotty Boy?
So that is coming up this Sunday.
See, I got the promo. I'm seeing what's happening.
We do three of those out of the year. So we do Memorial, 4th of July, and Labor Day. We're gonna have legendary Mr. V on the boat this Sunday from New York. Obviously, if you know who Mr. V is, he's part of Defective.
I can see.
He's part of Two Rooms. So yes, he's done the one if commercial wise, it'd be the one he did with David Guetta, Back and Forth.
Yeah.
So
that's legendary. That's dope.
I'm super excited to be on that, to be part of that. My collective, the movement, which I have with my partner, DJ Aplex, we cater the whole bottom of the boat, and Deep House Brunch caters to the top of the boat. So they do the main top deck. We do the bottom deck. So there's two different vibes, all house music, but two different vibes. You feel the different change of energy of music when you go.
Love that.
We pack it, dude. It's super fun. You have to come out, dude, if you can. You definitely have to come out.
I know this Sunday, being a DJ, supporting other DJs on their best shit is the hardest thing in the world because we're all gotta work, man. But on my days off, Scotty seeing me, I'd be showing up. I got a day off, trust me, I'm making the trip.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
this weekend, unfortunately, I'm in Palm Springs and at
Nice.
Yamava,
Yeah, I gotta go check that
doing
out
a
soon.
show. You do, man. It's Yamava is great casino. I know you are Kuila related.
Yes.
You're loyal to Kuila. They have their my boy the chef. You know Chef, right?
Yes.
Do you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
Chef? Yeah. You
Yeah. I
know
know who
Chef
he is.
out there. Yep. Out there at that casino. But I haven't. I have been one time after a wedding I did. I pulled up on him out there. But yeah. Yamava is huge. It's like a
Yeah. It
Vegas.
is.
It's like a Vegas casino with nothing around it. Like
Yeah. I keep hearing,
just
bro.
all
I've
by
never been in.
itself out there.
I keep hearing great things about it. I haven't got to go enjoy it though, dude. But definitely, I'm at to plan that to go. Like you said, as artists, we get so busy and we want to support everybody. It's unfortunately, sometimes we have to pick and choose, and it's just the
Yeah,
way it
and
is
then when
in,
we do
in our
have days
career.
off, there's other people that need our attention, like them 3 kids and the
Yeah.
wife, and and other family members, and it's a tough life, but we're built for it, man. I wanted to speak on your family a little bit. Like it's important to
Yeah.
have a woman family that supports you, and especially in this lifestyle that is not easy. Crazy hours, crazy schedule, crazy traveling. It takes somebody really special to be able to handle. That's why a lot of my mutual DJs are usually single up into this age. But but you've been married a long time. You've had your wife a long
Yes.
time. Talk a little bit about that support she has. You said she helps you with the Aztec mask. I mean, that's
Yeah.
a ride
I
or die
mean,
right there.
we've been we've been together since high school. So we met in 96. Her dad's I asked her dad if I could have her hand in 97, the end of 97, 98. We got married. We're both still in high school. I just turned 18 and she was just turning 17. So her parents took us. We went to Vegas. It was her mom and dad and my dad and my aunt. And we got married, and we've been married
Wow, wow.
28 years. 28
That
years
is
we've
beautiful,
been
man.
married.
I have a similar story. My parents didn't drive us to Vegas, but I've dated my wife since I was. Thank God. No, I dated my wife since I was 14, and she was
Wow.
16, and we got married about 18 years ago this year, and we have 3 kids as well.
Nice.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
usually for us DJs and the ones that I've talked to that have those solid relationships. It's usually a high school sweetheart because they knew you before, that they know the true you. They know
Yes.
your passion and your potential, and I think that is something that is important because this is, like I said, it's a tough lifestyle. It takes a strong
It is.
partner to have faith in you and what you're doing. And because we're in the lion's den, we're surrounded by nightlife is
Oh, bro.
crazy.
I
As you
I
know, we
deep.
all know. And you
Yeah,
do
bro.
AVN,
Yes.
Doesn't it get fucking crazier than that?
That's what I was gonna say, bro.
We haven't even
I work. I work in
spoken on that. So
I know.
that's what I'm getting to. That's how I know
We're
she's a
building
real
it.
one.
We're
Like,
building it.
yeah.
Yeah. You know
Because
what?
your wife
I'm
and
gonna.
your wife and my wife would get along great because they both know.
Good, honestly, bro. Like, even when we started dating, she knew music was my thing. I wasn't even. I was DJing, but I wasn't like DJing. Like, I wasn't in it. I was more into the party scene. So I partied a lot. But she knew, and I told her, like, music is my first love. Like, it's music, and this is before our kids. It's music and then you. So you have to accept that. You have to accept, like, if we're gonna be together, like, know that, like, I love music, and she does too, and that helps too. Like, her mom was a famous singer. My wife's Filipino, so her mom was a famous singer in the Philippines and a famous actress. Her dad was a famous Congo player.
She's
She
industry. She
has,
knows.
yeah. So
Yeah.
she grew up with it, but growing up and going here and going there and traveling and building that, like, there's times, you know, where, like, every relationship and slash marriage, like, all right, like, you're gonna have your little moments with each other, and disagree on it and whatnot. But like you said, the real ones, they'll stay there, and they'll understand, like, because there could be a lot worse things I could have got into, and that could have been, my life could have been completely different, and music's my outlet. it's my drug.
Yeah.
Like it's my addiction to, of everything. It's my getaway. It's my destination to take not just myself, but everybody else somewhere else, away from whatever they're going through in life, or whatever they went through that week, or that hard time at work, or that bad breakup, or that bad divorce. I get to take that away from them. And that's what makes me feel so good about what I do as an artist.
That's amazing. Yeah, I think the great ones live that, and you can tell when someone really has the passion for that, because you are a healer in a sense. You are that person that's taking that pain away for that moment that you're with them. And our jobs as human beings is to be of service and to be compassionate for each other, because we're all going through it in some way, shape, or form. But if I can give you some of this medicine that helps me and help each other through the music, I think that is the key, man. And you're doing a great job of that. And, it takes a special kind of person to embody that and express it freely and be vulnerable enough to share things and expose yourself, spiritually and emotionally with people. And that's the human experience. That's what we connect on. And that's, the house music, to me, nothing does that better than like house music with congas and shit and horns. And female vocals.
I'm a vocal person. I love vocals, bro. Like
put me in that space.
Oh my gosh, dude. You know what? And I wouldn't say I just got into it, but I just recently started putting it more into my sets. There's a lot of gospel house. I love gospel house, bro. That gospel house.
Take me to church, baby.
Yes. It's just a higher level in that frequency. When it hits the soul, it's magical, dude. You're just like, wow, like, man.
Well, you know that I don't know how much ancient history you study. I'm a big ancient history buff. Okay. I just like to know everything that ever was. But the original churches were built off of sound frequency. That's why when you go to church, you get that feeling with the hymns and the organ and the vibration. And those window shapes are all vibrational geometry that is formed by certain keys and notes and frequencies. And that's the magic of music that people have forgotten about, or they've, what they have done? They've fucking hijacked it, is what they did. They hijacked it. They hijacked it to manipulate and program people into a lower vibration so that we do not reach our highest potential. And I think that the ultimate,
and that's why hip hop changed a lot, because the frequency of hip hop dropped. The vibration is very dark and very low. So it's not getting to your chakra.
It's exactly, I was going to say, it's not getting to the right chakras. It's lower half. It's all lower chakra.
Yes. And that's why house music. I
thought we might be connect on that.
That's why I tell everybody, rather you go to this way to a certain genre of music, or this way to the genre of music, no matter what, you'll always come back home. Meaning house music, you'll always come back home, because that sound just brings you somewhere. It brings your vibration back up. It brings your confidence up. It brings your energy alive. It just makes you more alive. To me, that's how I feel about house music. When Eddie said it, it's a spiritual thing. It's a soul thing. Like it's really what it is. And everyone that's in our house, we're all equal, and there's no way around that.
Yeah, it's I agree 100%. You're inspiring me to change my name and start playing strictly house music.
Let's do it, brother.
It's not too late for me.
No, I encourage everyone to have an alter ego. You have to, bro. I mean, what Prophet, bro?
Well, I do have alter egos.
Prophet's like the perfect
That's a good house name, but there is thank you, but there is another DJ, The Prophet, out in the UK in Denmark or somewhere. It's a big hardstyle DJ.
Yes, I've heard of it.
But he's The Prophet. Yeah, and then there's another one who has trademarked my name and keeps reporting me. I keep talking about him on the podcast. I want to bring him on.
Yeah.
So he keeps hitting me with trademark stuff and having my old stuff taken down because it says Prophet on it. But I've been a DJ Prophet for 30 years. This guy started like 10 years ago. Anyway. So I do have DJ Chris Fig. That's my real name. Like you, Illist Rich. I do have DJ Chris Fig. My real name is Chris Figueroa. And
nice.
I do have a side page ready to go if I do get hit with this trademark violation again.
Bro, it's never too late, dude. I mean, you'll
No,
always be profit, just like I'll always be orgasm for some reason, bro. Like
it's you always will be orgasm.
Yes.
That's how you got here anyway, you know?
Yes. That's part of my journey, bro.
See what I did there? See what I did there? See what I did there?
Yeah, I saw this
Speaking
guy.
of orgasms, we mentioned earlier that you also have been a long-standing DJ and producer for the AVN Awards in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Talk to me about some of that experience, how that came about, and some crazy shit that goes on at these parties.
So 15, just at this is so crazy how the universe aligns everything for you, or for myself and for anybody out there, right? If you really truly believe in yourself. So
Well, I believe before you start, I believe when you are aligned with your true self, the universe also aligns.
Yes.
So when you're being your most authentic is when the universe fucking gives you crazy blessings.
Yes.
That's what I found.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I believe that. Yes, I 100% agree with that. So I just so we'll go back when I had to change the name, the whole Red Bull thing, right? So 2 months after that, and I just had created Illist Rich and was kind of just pushing it, not pushing it, just kind of going back and forth with it. I get a call from when the girl that I mentioned earlier, DJ Starlet, back then she wasn't a DJ, she was just a club promoter. She was original DJ for the AVNs. She's a playmate from Playboy. And so she was doing the AVNs, and I would go with her I was her roadie, basically. I'd go help her set up. She was my friend. I didn't want nothing out of it. I would just say, oh, cool, fucking, I'll go party. So I would go help her set up, make sure, I was just her roadie. And she was doing it for like 2-3 years. And one day she gave me a call, and she's like, hey, she's Rich. She's like, are you still producing? I was like, I have stuff laying around. She's like, send me everything you have. I want somebody to hear it. I was like, cool. So I sent her about, I think 15 tracks, bro, something like that. And 2 hours later, I get a call from the CEO of AVN, the producer of AVN, the VP from Showtime Network. We're on a full blown call. And they said, hey, we like what you have. We're trying to change the style of this award show, who we are, AVNs, video adult news. So it's the biggest award show in the world for the adult industry, for the porn industry. And so I was like, cool. Like, I was still like, awesome. So they said,
yeah,
we want more.
You're like, I got the perfect bow chicka wow wow.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, so you want me to make like porn music, right? And even to this day, I tell people, they're like, so you do like the
porn.
It never fails, bro. So I want to be like, oh, so you do like the bow wow wow? And like, no, I don't do the bow wow wow.
Bow chicka wow wow.
Yeah. So they're saying, hey, we want like more of like the electro style, house style, upbeat, 128 BPM music, and we like what you have. We want to use your stuff. All right, cool. So we were on the conversation phone for a long time. It was like a good 2 hour and a half phone conference. And then right before we're gonna hang up, I go, you want me to DJ and produce the music for you guys? So the owner is like, wait, you're a DJ? And I'm like, yeah, like that's how I got into producing. He's like, so why are we paying another DJ to play your stuff if we could just have you DJ and play your stuff? And I said, well, that's up to you guys. She's like, well, we want you to do both. I was like, okay, but I'm not going to tell my friend that she can't do that no more.
She's out of a job.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. That's like my friend.
Hey, by the way, I'm going to need you to carry my shit and set me up because I'm playing this year.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm a loyal friend. She's the one that created this. She's the one that made this conversation happen with you guys. If you guys want to talk to her, then you guys have to do that. I'm not going to do that. That's my friend. I'm not saying. So right now, as we stand, I'm not doing the show. And they're just like, wait, what? I was like, I'm not like that. I'm a loyal friend. I'm not going to. I'm not gonna stomp on somebody else's success so I could build success. That's not how it works with me. And they were so shocked. They were just like, "You're fucking with us, right?" I said, "No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. If you guys want, you guys talk to her and you let her know the situation. If she agrees and she says, yes, I want him to take over, then I'll do the show. Then we'll sign the contract and we'll go on from there." So I didn't hear from nobody for like 2 days. So I was like, yeah, it's like, cool, whatever. I appreciate the conversation. My friend calls me. Starlet calls me, bro. And she's like, "Hey, we got to talk." And I was like, fuck, like I don't want to lose my friend, but like this is just the way it's going to go. Right. And she's like, "So did AVN call you?" And I was like, "Yeah, they called me and this is what they said." And I was honest with her. I was like, "Hey, they want me to DJ and do the thing, but this is what I told them." I was completely honest. And she's like, "Really?" And she's just like super just straightforward, like it's very short. And she's like, "Okay." It's like, "Well, there's nobody in the world I would rather have do it but you. So I want you to take over." And she gave me her blessings, bro. And
That's
I've been with
beautiful.
AVN. I've been with AVNs for 13 years. I'm the official AVN DJ, house DJ, and music producer for the whole AVN music award show.
Because you're the man. That
Yes.
is, and you're up. So you're playing all your own music. Are you now? When you're up there, are you playing just all your own produced stuff? Because there is licensing stuff. I know sometimes
Yes.
at award shows you can't play anybody else's music unless you own it.
Right. So from before the show starts, we do doors open. So the audience comes in, they mingle, go to the bar, sit down. I play open format. I'll drop a little bit of house in there because for the AVN Awards, I'm Illist Rich. So everything is not getting aired or filmed before the show. So I get to play commercial stuff, whatever it may be. As the show goes on, so what people don't understand what I do, when you watch the Oscar Awards, when they announce a winner or presenter, there's music in the background that gets played and then gets played off. That's what I do. I am the creator of that. So I'm the on play off music, but it's all my
Yep.
music. It's all what
That's
I created. Without me, there is no show, bro. The
no
music
doubt.
is everything.
Are you producing?
Bro.
Are you doing new music every year? Are you repeating stuff? Are you adding a little salt and pepper here and there?
Salt and pepper. After 13 years, bro,
yeah,
you could.
It's dialed in.
Yeah, it's dialed in. You don't really have to go too creative. When the first 5 years, oh, bro, I love doing it. I fucking love doing it. But when I get like the rundown, so they'll tell me all the categories: best boy, girl, sexy, right? Best 3-way. My favorite categories to create music for would be best new starlet, because
this is good shit right here.
Best new starlet is the up and coming one. So I make it really big. Every sound has to be big, but this is more like queen princess sound, very just like organic. My very raw one, I think it's on my SoundCloud. I got nominated for it, was my best anal, which was my fuck me hard
dubstep.
I should have, right? Oh, fuck, I didn't even think about that. No, so that one, I have a food truck. It's called Fuck Me Hard, FMH, which was awesome because I got to have my wife do the vocals for that. And so me and her got to create on that shit.
That's
and
dope.
it was
Collab.
fun. It was super fun, bro. It was super fun. 13 years and going, man. AVN. So if you ever every year in January, second week or around 20th.
I'll never be there. I will never be. That's one gig I won't be visiting you on. I'll like it all on Instagram. I'll come see you on the boat, homie, where there's no service.
There you go. No, it's cool, man. I mean, honestly, it's not what people think. It's like you said, it's the Oscars of porn.
No, so, I know it's classy. I just
super fucking classy. I mean, there's the after penthouse parties, and those are the ones. Those are the ones we don't talk about.
And do you DJ those as well, or you just kind of enjoy those?
No. I have some buddies of mine. They perform at those ones, and they do a fucking great job on those, dude. I'm already stressed out, and for a whole week of being there and doing a show, bro. Because it's not just I just don't go up there and play the music. Like I have to go to rehearsals.
I know. I was gonna say it's a whole production. Like you have two different headphones on, an earpiece. Like you're getting
Yes.
producer, director,
Yes.
stage left,
Yes.
stage right, roll
Yes.
music. Like I got buddies that do sports teams,
Yes.
and the same thing. Anything TV or produced is like so much going on. It takes a special kind of artist to be able to take direction like that without ego and just do your job.
Yes,
So hats
bro.
off
It's
to you
like
on
you
that. It's
said,
not
I
easy.
have two different headphones. I have production headphone on. I have DJ headphones on. I have my monitors on. And I'm hearing exactly what you said. Stage left, camera 7, zoom in. Okay, we're counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, DJ. And I'm like, and you have to be ready. Like you have to be like on it quick. Like it's not just like going into a club and be like, all right, I get to, do my thing. No, man, it's a production's way. Anybody that does production and music wise, they'll understand. And it does, it's difficult, but it is so well worth it. I love doing it. I wouldn't change it.
That's dope. The thrill of it all. Now, all that stress, traveling, family, booking, doing your own booking, doing your own marketing promotion for 2 different aliases. What does Illist Rich do to decompress, to make sure his mind is right? What do you do to make sure that you are aligned, as we say, so that you can spread yourself to the people that need you and also feed yourself at the same time?
I don't do nothing special. I mean, I drive with no music on.
Me too, psycho. You're a psycho.
I literally, I don't do anything.
That's my only alone time.
Yes. Besides me going to the restroom, the only alone time I got is my car. Other than that, I'm before artist, before DJ, I'm a family man. I love doing family stuff. This past weekend, I took my family to the Dodger Angel game. I love spending time with family. My youngest son's a fighter, so I go and watch him, fight. It's family. Family really keeps me grounded. I won't say I don't stress, but I won't say I stress, but I don't stress. I learned not to take everything so seriously. I learned not to worry about everything, because there's always a solution to a problem. And if you could just step back, take a breath and, figure everything out, I think you just stay grounded, bro. I don't do nothing really, really special. I mean, music, that's probably about it.
Yeah, I think you just stay authentic, and you have a sense of reflection that is admirable because you're kind of in it, but as an observer as well, not just first person. Right. I think that even when I spoke to you the first time, there's just some wisdom in there of knowledge, of intelligence and connection that is just, I think, guides you in your direction. I know that you haven't had the most past. Do you think that some of that comes from those experiences, or just from aligning yourself and knowing who you are as a person comes from a reflection during that time?
Absolutely. I mean, and we could dabble in it. Never ashamed to talk about my past.
Yeah, I know that you have come. Yeah, I've heard you speak on it before. I appreciate that, and we don't have to go too far into it, but I just I wonder of some of the things that, because I feel like the universe doesn't make mistakes, and sometimes we have to go through these things in order to forge us into who we're going to be, and to give us perspective on what we need to, and the mindset we need to have moving forward. And I was just wondering if some of that time that you had spent away had anything to do with that alignment for you.
Yes, I would absolutely say yes. It made me the person I am today. I had as you said, I went away for a very long time. And those years of me being gone, I stood connected with music, but I also stood connected to myself. It helped me become the person I am today, to be humble, to show respect, to walk into a place knowing that you're not the rock star, but you could walk in with confidence, knowing that people will recognize you. If that makes sense. Yeah, man. I how do I put it, bro? Like, do I regret the decisions I made that put me away for a long time? No, absolutely not. I made those decisions in that time of life because that's the person I was, and that person helped me become the person I am today. So yeah, man, it did help a lot throughout my journey, and it still does. it still stays with me. It still does, you know, the way I treat people, the way I talk to people, you know, because I could go into a room with, you know, millionaires, they know how to act, and I could go to a room with, you know, just, you know, your
Thugs.
average folks, and I know how to act, you know, that you're right. You know, it's just, it's how you want to pursue yourself. You know, there's a lot of people that don't know my past. And when they do find out, they're like, wait, you, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I would have never thought in a million years. It's because I don't conduct myself like that. You know, I'm not, I wouldn't, I wouldn't say I'm proud of that, but there's no reason for me to conduct myself like that, you know,
Right. It's something you went. I think it's something you went through, not who you are. Or is that safe to say?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely. And for those that are kind of guessing, because you know, you could go on different podcasts and I talk about it. I went to prison for 8.5 years. I chose something. I chose a path at that moment in my life, not knowing where it was going to lead. Because you know, I graduated. I graduated high school. I had 4 scholarships paid for, a full ride. Uh, you know, living on
Got
campus.
married, was going to be a fireman or something like that, right?
Yeah, I was going to school to be a fireman, and you know, my decisions in that time in life, you know, and pride led me to a different path, which in a way I'm kind of glad it did, because it made me the person I am today. You know, and that whole time, you know, my wife was with me. It's, you know, the whole ride or die thing, and she stood there the whole time with me. And I told her, you know, I actually told my wife, I don't want nothing to do with you no more. Take care of my kids, and you know, go live your life, and we're done. And she's the one that turned around and said, I'm not going nowhere. And she's still with me for that whole ride. And I didn't know when I was coming home. I didn't ask for a date. I didn't want a date. They told me how much I was doing. I didn't know. I didn't want to know because, you know, I just wanted to go do my time. I didn't want my family to come and visit me. I just wanted to do my time. And that was the best decision I made, just to do my time, focus on me as a person, and figure out what I really wanted in life, because I was 18 years old when I went to prison, and I didn't get out until I was 26 years old. And, you
Time
know,
warp.
so yeah, that's why I look so young still.
Exactly.
I was preserved for a long time.
them cold stone walls.
Yeah.
Great for exfoliation.
Yeah, bro. That bar is soap, bro. It does wonders. No, man. So yeah, you know, and it's part of my journey. It's part of my life. That's my
You know,
life
I think,
story, you know?
yeah, and I think that is an amazing comeback story. I mean, there's so many directions you could have gone, and so many people that have similar experience maybe didn't get the, you know, the same results as, you know, we all made mistakes as a kid and young. I went to, you know, I have a similar experience. I didn't go to prison. I went to jail for some dumb shit, and the choices you make coming out of that is the projection, right? You can either go one of two directions. And I remember the judge, when I was in court, the judge is like, the guy before me had all these charges, and I came up and I was like minimal. He's like, Mr. Figueroa, do you see what your future leads to if you don't shape up? I was like, those words like hit me. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm not ever going back in that bitch.
Yeah. That sucks. He had to use the other person though.
Exactly.
Like, this
Through
is
the other
your
guy.
example.
Exactly. And the guy hadn't even got shackled out yet. He was still getting shackled out.
Man.
But yeah, definitely life changing, and I'm happy and I'm grateful that you know, that you're here and the person that you are today through that experience, because it could have gone bad and you could have chosen to continue the lifestyle that would keep you in there. And I'm just glad that music got you out and that you're here today on The Truth from the Booth, sharing your story. That's definitely amazingly inspiring. Have you gotten to the point now of playing your whole music set? Like, so do you self-produce, like have your own set going where you don't need to play anybody else's music?
No, I have. So right now, as of now, I have an EP. So I have 3 tracks out. One of them is a Rolling Stones remix of "Sympathy of the Devil."
Dude, that's fire.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. You know, and I'm trying to get signed, but so right now, that one's just out to kind of show people like my style of house music. And, you know,
Is that going to be it? Like, are you going to take old sample? Because that's, if I were going to produce house music, I'd take all my favorite old shit and make it into house music. I mean, I'm an 80s kid, 90s teen. all the dopest shit. It's time. It's 30, 50, 40 years later. It's time, baby.
I want that one. And, I have to kind of retweak it because of licensings. And so I can't really get signed to that for that track. Then I have another one. It's called Carnival. It's a Brazilian style house that's not being released yet because I'm waiting for summer to actually hit. I have 2 summer tracks, Carnival and Everybody Salsa, which is another remix of Tito Puentes. And
beautiful.
So it's
I definitely need those.
Right, yeah, absolutely, dude. You'll like them. They'll get.
Of course, I'm Puerto Rican.
Going. There you go, bro. You'll get Yamava going. Trust me.
I do. Listen, I've had to learn so much new Spanish music playing at Yamava.
Yo, bro.
My crates are deep now. I got them all.
So yeah,
I got the regional shit cracking.
Yeah. So I'm still, still every day is a learning experience. Every day, being part of collectives now, having my own collectives. So, we spoke about one of the collectives is the Movement, which is the co-founder of. Then I am founder of Casa, Gathering of Friends, which is more Afro house, tribal, deep tech house. And then I'm part of the Deep House Brunch family with Scotty Boy. So I get to do a
shout
lot
out to
of
Scotty Boy.
Yeah, shout out to Scotty, man. It's my big brother, dude, and mentor, and he's opened a lot of beautiful doors for me. I could say that, and like
so Rum. Rum.
Yes, I know Rum.
Me too.
It's a
shout out to
circle,
Rum. Shout out to Scotty Boy. I'm surprised we were never somewhere at the same. We might have been. My hair was long like yours back in the day. So we were probably in the same place at the same time.
You got the curls, bro. You got the curls. Yeah. I'm more than sure that we ran each other, and this,
I know. I gotta go back and look through old pictures, old videos. Shit. There he is.
Yeah, our community of family of DJs are small. Like it's a big community, but very small, bro. And that's what I try to tell newer DJs that are coming up and want to do this. I always tell them, look, it's huge. Especially now, everybody's a DJ. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's really nothing wrong with wanting to be a DJ now. And we could go for another hour debating, original, real DJing and digital DJing. DJing's DJing, as long it's not about the DJ, it's about the people on the dance floor and what you're doing for them.
Yes.
So if these young cats want to learn, let them learn and be humble and be that mentor and take them under your wing and be like, hey, like you're doing good, but you could be doing better. And this is what you should be doing, instead of being like, don't hit the sync button. Don't do this or only play this genre. Like, don't tell them what to do, show them what not to do and teach them in a manner to where they'll have fun of being a DJ and succeed because, like myself, we all all we're going to do is get up in age. Would I love to be DJing when I'm fucking 80 years old? Absolutely. But only the future is going to tell that. But if I'm not DJing, at least I can mentor somebody to continue the legacy of style or music that I'm trying to do and have them keep pushing that. That's what a lot of the DJs don't get, when it becomes that argument. And it's pride.
It's ego and pride and loving something so much that you don't want anybody else to fuck it up. And they have it so easy. It's like having that girlfriend in high school that you worked 6 months to have sex with and get to date. And then after you break up, she fucks like 10 guys. So, that's what, you know what I'm saying?
That's a great analogy, bro.
That's what I feel like these young DJs are doing. They're running through my girl, and I earned her.
Even like with music, bro, I'm a huge, like, when I was younger and nobody really nobody really mentored me how to DJ. I kind of self-taught myself, and nobody. So I would gatekeep everything, fucking keep all my music. Now I'm the only one that could do it. I'm the only one that could have it. And one day, I met a really famous DJ, and we were just talking, we were chopping it up, and I was like, hey, dude, there's this one song that I liked, and I really want to know if I could get it, or who's the artist. He's all, yeah, here, you could take you could take that whole playlist. Gave me the whole playlist. I was like, wait, what? He's all, I don't gatekeep. There's no reason to gatekeep music. You you are the sole provider for everybody. So if I don't give you the music that I'm playing, nobody else is going to hear it, but only the people I played it for. So that's how music gets around. And that stuck with me this whole to this day. I could give you my whole library, but you're not going to play it the way I play it. We're all going to play it differently. And it's always going to touch somebody differently. So I give my music out all the time, bro. Somebody else is like, hey man, what's that track? Here you go. You got it.
Yeah, same. I'll airdrop it to you right now. You know who did that for me? Do you know the Mike B?
I know of him, yes.
Okay, the Mike B did that for me. I went when Serato first came out. I was still on vinyl. He was already on Serato. He gave me all his DVDs of all his collection from everything and just had me loaded up. I mean, I still have them. He just burned them for me and handed it over. And that's another thing, you know, the great ones don't gatekeep. The great ones don't have egos. They want the culture to be continued with worthy next in line guys and girls.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure they're right. And something you were talking about gatekeeping earlier, I like the angle of not commanding other DJs how to be, but like coaching them, like find a way to inspire them to be great, to find their own flavor or their own angle on it to make them stand out and be successful, not just cookie cut these directions. Okay, on the 5, 6, 7, 8 and the double chirp flare, just like this 5, 6, you know, it's I find that coaching them to find their own way is the way to create longevity.
Yeah, I do. I tell cats now that, you know, when I get complimented, and it's a humbling experience every time I get complimented. It's a great feeling after my sets, right? But I always tell DJs like, dude, I learn every day. Every time I see a new DJ or a DJ that's just coming up or a bedroom DJ, I learn from that because he's doing something I don't know. So I take a little piece here and I'll take a little piece there and I mix it into my flavor of what I think is good and works for me. And I tell the new and up and coming DJs, do the same. Grab a little from here, grab a little from there. Find your own style, you know, and stick with it. You know, and there's DJs now, like they start off in house and then they'll run off to techno or they'll run off to drum and bass or, you know, back to hip hop, whatever it may be. Right. And they're everywhere, but they want to be booked for one thing. Dude, just find your place, find your home and stick with that style for a good while and then build more genres up as you go. And people will recognize that you could do it all.
Yeah, I think a lot of DJs, I agree with that. I think a lot of DJs are lacking identity because they're trying to be everything. And that's infinite. You'll never be enough that way. I think locking into a certain style, like you said, a certain genre, getting really well known at that, and then slowly branching out is the way. I agree 1000%. But in this world today, everything is instant gratification. No one has delayed gratification. And that's the difference between the people that were raised in the 90s have that delayed gratification. You know, you can't go outside till you take out the trash and clean your room, and you know, you can't play Nintendo till your homework's done, or you know what I mean? Like you can't eat until you do. You can't come out of your room until you fucking apologize. You know, it's just it's a different era. But I think guys like us and passing the torch the right way will keep the standards high and continue to inspire the next gen, because like I said earlier, everything is in rotation. It goes in cycles. And I think the bubble of everything is about to pop and everyone is going to want to get real again. I see a lot more DJs tapping back into the vinyl and going the vinyl route because not everyone can do that. And
did a vinyl set, dude.
It's stressful as fuck.
Yes. I was 3 weeks ago. I did a vinyl set 3 weeks ago, bro. And so I got asked like, hey, would you like to do an old vinyl set? And I was like, fuck, dude, I haven't dug in my crates in years. Yeah, let's do it. So I fucking went through my shit and I'm like listening. I'm like, oh, this don't sound good. Like I can hear the popcorn in it and the scratches.
Or the shitty quality of the, I'm like, what the fuck? I was playing this out loud. I can hear where the record is rubbed out from where I would cut in on the first bass line on the one.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I got to play I'm going through this right now. I have a vinyl set on coming up, and I've been digging, right? Digging and then sorting. And then I have to play every record individually all the way through the whole song to make sure there's no skips or bumps and the sound quality's there. And then I got to see, you know, what I'm going to play. And I'm limited because I don't have my whole collection of 15,000 records in my computer. I got a 2-hour set. If the artist is late that I'm opening up for, I'm fucked because I only have this crate. So It's gonna be like the
And
good
I
old
was-
days where you have a 2-hour set. You gotta bring 25 crates just to be able to go.
Bro, I took my flight case because I was like, because I couldn't find my bag. So I took my flight case, I loaded it up, right? I go and I park in a parking structure, and this is in like downtown Riverside. And I grab it and I'm like walking down the street with my cane. I was like, fuck this. I am not
Yeah.
doing this ever again. This is what it felt like. Dude, I was like, now I know why my back hurts. Now I know why, like,
Yes.
dude, I walked in there and like, and it was so weird because like this, like the newer casts are like, what the fuck's this guy carrying? A bomb? What's he got in there?
Yeah, exactly.
And I just start, I'm pulling out records, dude. And I have like, I play like an old school, like techno set, but I ended it with like some jungle drum and bass, you know, cause I love a good jungle set. So I had a lot of fucking records like that. And a lot of my shit, like I'm playing like, I think it was like at 130, 132. Like I played a classic. I had Speed Racer on vinyl. So I played that and people were
Nice.
going crazy off of that. It was cool. It was fun. Would I do it again? I don't know, bro. Like,
For the right price.
I don't think so. Yeah.
It's got to be double what I charge. It's got to be double for what I charge to bring a laptop because just the weight alone.
Yeah.
Now,
Bro,
I was going to ask you, how were you doing a performance set or were you, I mean, how can you read the room with limited selection? It's hard to really guess what I'm trying to mentally prepare myself. Did you have your records in a set ready to go or did you feel it out?
No, on this one, so normally I just go and I fill it out. Like now any set I go and do, I just go fill it out, right? Whatever time slot I get. If I'm an opener, I'm mid, or I'm a headliner, like I just go in there and the one thing I'll do is I'll find my first track. That's like whatever, and I go off of that, and then I just feel the energy of the crowd. This one with the vinyl, bro, I actually I semi put it together, and then a lot of it, you know, because as you know, you have to count. And back in the days, what I used to do is I would count my whole track. Or not my whole song. I would count to 30 or to 15, and then I'd multiply that by 2 or 4, and that'd give me my BPM. So then I'd have like my little sticker, stick it on there. Okay, this is my 128 record. This is my 124 track. You know, so I could go through them faster. You know, so I'm not sitting there counting as much.
I know all the math. It's like that one.
Yeah.
It's like that one meme where they're all the equations are going everywhere.
Yes, and you know, and our vinyl DJs know. They know exactly what we're fucking talking about. Like, oh yeah, I know exactly.
So I'm nervous about the skip. So I'm performing on stage opening for Genuine, right? So I got to This is coming up this Sunday. This will air past
vinyl.
Yes, they fucking asked me to do all vinyl because they want to do a throwback type of night. I'm like, yo, I'll do it, but I'm gonna show you. Like, I'm just like the skips. I'm gonna have to get on the mic. Like, listen, this is gonna be a vinyl experience because a lot of people have never had. Like, I don't even know if they're not gonna forgive me when the record skips. You know what I'm saying?
No,
unless they're like our age. They should be our age watching Genuine anyway. But I'm gonna be like, okay, here's the rule. Every time the record skips, y'all got to take a sip. So make it like a fun game so they won't boo me.
There you go.
They'll just they'll celebrate every skip because I'm keeping it real.
Dude, that's wow, bro. That's awesome. I mean, my hat goes off to you, dude, to do a vinyl set for an opening artist. Like,
I'm so stressed.
I would have been like, look, I'll do a 30-minute vinyl set, and then the rest is gonna be digital because like we got.
Oh, you better believe I'm bringing my fucking laptop because if this fool is late, if this fool wants to be diva and not show up for another hour, like I only got so many records, so we're plugging in the fucking Serato. I'll play it on turntables, so it'll look authentic.
Yeah,
So,
bro.
I want to convince them to just let me play on turntables, but let me use my Serato for the next show because this is way too fucking stressful.
Bro, I think that would be the best idea. I mean, or convince them like, hey, I'll do a 30-minute vinyl set, you know, and explain to them like, hey, you know, like it's not like I went and bought these right now. I've had these for years.
These are 30 years old.
Yeah.
These are records I was playing when Genuine was at his peak.
When they were just Gen.
Right, when he had the real pop moves and shit.
Dude, that's awesome, bro. That's gonna be a great show, bro. Man, I have our boat show, but man, I know you're gonna fucking kill it, dude. You're gonna.
Thank you. I guess I need some tape and I'll count how many times the fucking record skips.
so I could drink, so I could sip, bro.
So you
Or
can
just
sit,
text,
you can catch up.
just text me, be like, it's Skip, bro. I'll be on the boat.
Exactly. I'll live stream it out there. Man. Well, man, House Zaddy, Illist Rich, man, it's been a pleasure chatting and catching up and learning about you, my man. Definitely inspiring life story and journey that is not complete just yet. We're still going, still a lot to do. Where do you see yourself in the next 5-10 years of House Zaddy and Illist Rich promotions, booking, producing, festivals, world tours?
The next 5, we'll do the next 5
Signed
years,
artist producing music on #1 Spotify playlist.
Yeah, that's the goal right now, is to be signed to a record label, you know, to find the right agent company to start booking me more, because at the end of the day, we all know it's a business too. You know, let's be real about it. Let's not be fake. Anybody that's in this industry, we're here. We love what we do, but we also love making the money too. And that's one thing I could say that's kept me going. It's never about the money. You know, obviously I like being paid, but I do it because I really love doing it. I really love seeing a smile on somebody's face. And I truly believe that's why I've been in the game for so long still, at where I'm at too and where it's built me. So for the next 5 years, my goal would be to get my song signed, my track signed, and, you know, and continue to travel the world and do what I do while loving it.
No doubt. I definitely see that in your future. Most definitely.
Thank you.
If you were to go back to the beginning of your DJ career and you had to share one truth about this industry or your career, what would you tell yourself at that point?
That everyone's a bullshitter. Everyone's a bullshitter, and not to believe everybody not to trust everybody that you run into, you know, because don't get me wrong, there are really good people out there, and there are really genuine people that want to see you succeed, but they're also the ones that are there to use you and to use your platform to get on top of you. And that's what I try to teach the newer DJs that are coming up, to not be like that, to just be genuine, be you, you know, and you'll be accepted. Find your style and continue to do your style like that. You know, you're gonna get a shitload of no's before you get one yes. And when that one yes you get, that will open all the doors you need.
Love that. Great truth from the booth right there. I appreciate it.
Thanks, brother.
Well, House Zaddy, let them know where they can.
Honor.
Man, no, it's an honor for me, man. I'm glad we're in the same circle. Thank you, Larry, for making this happen.
Thank you, brother,
and putting us on. I feel like I haven't known you a long time, but I feel like we're gonna be friends for a long time.
Absolutely.
So get used to it, pal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't wait to meet your family and hang with you very soon. Let everybody know where they can find you online and your next few shows coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can find on the social medias at House_Zaddy. That's mostly Instagram, Twitter. I think the other one that they have through Instagram, Facebook, my SoundCloud at House Zaddy. And then my next shows coming up, we got Drip and Dip and San Diego, which is a Fupu day party. That's going to be Saturday. Sundays are Deep House Brunch, Sunset Boat Party out of Long Beach, California, with Mr. V himself out of New York from Defective and Two Room. And then on the 30th, at the end of this month, I will be doing a special guest appearance for the Nice House Parties 909 line with South Paul, taking you back to the 90s. So there'll be DJs playing K-Rock, Rock en Espanol, freestyle. I will be dropping a special house set, and just continue to follow me. Hope to see you at one of my shows. If you ever do see me, please come up and say hi. Whether I'm at the booth or if I'm just hanging out, we'll have a shot, or if you don't drink, we'll drink some soda. Either or. Just always come and say hi. I'm an awesome, I love meeting awesome people, and just, I'm a normal person just like everyone else.
Hell yeah. Well, I appreciate it. I can testify to that. Thank you so much, House Zaddy, Illist Rich, for coming on The Truth from the Booth. Thank all of you for tuning in, logging on, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, our Instagram, our YouTube, our Spotify, our Apple Music, on all streaming platforms. Thank you. The show is growing week by week, inch by inch. I'm so grateful, excuse me, for all the support we're getting, all the interviews and conversations that we're having, all the knowledge that all of our guests are dropping. This is exactly what I dreamed it to be. Other than getting a whole production studio and team, but that comes with investments. So speaking on that, if you want to invest in The Truth from the Booth, you can show your support by going to thetruthfromthebooth.com, thetruthfromthebooth.com, where we have merch for sale right now to keep the lights on, to keep the internet running, to keep feeding my family so that I can take the time in here and talk to my people. So we appreciate all this. We got hoodies, we got t-shirts, we got beanies, we got dad hats, we got coffee mugs. We're adding more merch. We got also shout out to Play Clothes Official, our official sponsor and first sponsor for the show. You can check out their vintage tribute t-shirts at playclothesofficial.com. Make sure I got that right. Shout out to DJ Flips. Next week, we have another guest, obviously, but that guest is going to be DJ Juggy out of Salt Lake City. Nice. All right, it's going down with DJ Juggy. He will be in the place to be. And after that, we'll see. I got them lined up, but sometimes they flake, and I don't want to say their name too much because they're not going to show up, and then I'll be a liar. And I don't do that. I tell the truth from the booth.
Like the other prophet. We're going to get that
exactly.
Other prophet
Lion ass, punk ass, wannabe sucker. Coming for you, boy. I'm coming to Saratoga to pull your USB. Watch out.
We just go old school.
Anyway.
Like food DJ battle.
Exactly. Let's go right now.
Yeah.
Juice style.
Yes.
Well, House Zaddy, man. Thank you
so
man. Thank you, man. The feeling's mutual. I appreciate you. I'm just so grateful to have you. Thank you all for subscribing. We will catch you next week on The Truth from the Booth. Until then, that's House Zaddy. I'm DJ Prophet.